Uh-oh, busted. So I guess practice makes perfect, right? I guess when building you want to try and get as close to perfect as you can right away. Sometimes it doesn't quite happen that way. They get them in their final resting spot, their final destination. How's it going, Greensteaders? Welcome back. These will allow us to attach the joists to the earth bags. We'll be able to attach these to the earth bags, then sandwich the joists in between here, and then get everything nice and secure. So I'm gonna spread these around our underground earth bag room, and once I get some help from Jess, we'll start moving some of these 2x10s in place. So I got our wood uncovered, waiting for Jess to come out. We're gonna get this stuff in place. All right, Jess. Thanks for your help getting these boards out.
No problem.
She's the best. We just moved these boards out here. They're not in their final destination. I'm gonna be measuring these boards, leveling these boards. Then we'll pull them out, treat them, then get them in their final resting spot. Their final destination. So Jess here has an idea for a stair redesign. She's making some last minute measurements so we can make sure these joists are adjusted correctly. Now, you're not quite happy with the way these stairs are currently, right?
Nope.
We can get up and down them just fine, but you want a crew to be able to get up and down these stairs.
I do.
So you actually have a redesign in mind. So I kind of had to adjust these joists not only to take into consideration the stairs that are there, but also to kind of take into consideration the future placement of the stair redesign. So right now it's going to make these stairs a little bit more awkward to get down, but it should only be temporary. And then we'll have a new set of stairs, totally her design, totally her plan, but I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see how that ends up. She says she doesn't need a ladder to get to the top. Well, I thought I had too many cleats. Apparently I have too few cleats. So I need to make 2 more to finish off this floor. Then we should be pretty good. Should be ready to rock and roll. Last 2 boards. Uh-oh, busted.
You're gonna show everyone our dirty dishes?
You know, first of all, no one can see our dirty dishes because this thing is not focused. Yeah, guess what? We get dirty dishes.
Yeah, it happens.
A little behind the scenes. He immediately turns away. He doesn't like the camera. You don't like the camera, buddy? You don't like the camera? What you doing? What you doing out here? Okay, so looks like that's gonna be the higher board, huh?
Yep.
Water level comes in handy in a lot of different situations. Uh-oh, by the compost again. What's up, girl?
Hey, composting things.
So we don't just compost our poop?
No. Compost all organic matter. This is for kitchen scraps.
And why use the tumbler versus just putting everything in the humanure compost?
Well, the humanure has to sit for like 2 years before we can use it, so this goes faster. It's a little more hands-on. Gotta add water more regularly and tumble it. We actually got this before we moved out here. and we just had like a small backyard, and we were just kind of getting into this sort of thing, and I kind of liked it. It's pretty easy to use, and it has these 2 chambers in here. So one you can add more material to, and the other just sits when it's full.
I personally think this is a great method for backyard composters if you don't have a whole lot of room.
I'm gonna add a little cardboard too.
So why have the tumbler way over here in the supply yard?
This is where we put it when we came here, and we just never moved it.
Would it be more convenient closer to the trailer?
Probably would. I think it's okay over here.
Alright.
It's not, you know, there's little bugs that go in there. I mean, it's not a huge pest problem, but I don't want it like
Too
super close to where we're living.
So one thing I'm doing this time that I didn't do last time is just to tamp down some of the high spots. So if I can tamp those down, then it should be easier to adjust the rest of the boards.
I usually add stuff to the compost like every day, just whatever kitchen scraps that need to be added. And then while I'm in this area, I fill the bird bath.
So Jess and I just ran a string line from one side to the other. Then I'll raise up any of the uneven boards to meet that string. Then we should be all level going all the way across. All right, so you see me, I had the string level on one side. I got everything over there leveled. We put the string line over here, and we are looking aces. But we're definitely not done yet. So I only have things temporarily in place. Now Jess and I are gonna pull just a couple boards at a time. We're gonna prep them, we're gonna burn them, oil them, get them back into place, and then fasten them together. The last time we tried doing this over on the other side, we burned all of them, oiled all of them, and then they kind of started twisting on us. So we're hoping that by going one at a time, or two at a time in this case, and then fastening them together, we can keep them from warping. So I got my utility belt on, packed it full of nails. I'm going to secure these cleats in place so that when we start pulling these boards out, they won't shift at all. I do have a palm nailer that I could have used for this, but by the time I got it set up and hooked up and everything like that, I'm not sure if that would have ended up being any quicker than just going around with a hammer real quick. Either way, we got all the cleats in place, secured. I think we're making some really good progress. But I feel like I've learned so much. I feel like this is going already a lot smoother than it did the last time. I noticed the bags here were a lot more level around the top than the one over there. And there's lots of other issues with this build that I think we're taking care of in this one. It's gonna make it a lot better. One, the leveling. A lot of people said bring out the string level, and I think getting the 2x10s in place was just a lot easier than the way I was doing it the last time with all the levels. Another thing that happened with the joists in the previous root cellar build is the boards ended up twisting pretty bad. See, what happens with wood is that the longer it sits, it's probably going to dry unevenly, causing some crazy twisting in there.
Especially with longer boards like this.
We prepped all the boards before laying them out here, but I think the way we do it, by heating up the boards, cause them maybe to dry a little bit quicker, right?
Yeah, and probably more uneven.
And more unevenly. So the way I think we're going to correct this going forward is now that we've got everything laid out, we got all the spacing that we want, we got them leveled, now we can pull them out, prep them, put them back, and then we'll start locking them together in place so they don't twist.
I think it's even worth it to do that prepping.
Well, I don't know. I do like the look of the burned wood, but no one's ever going to really be able to see it.
Well, I'm concerned about, like, if it gives it extra protection.
Well, that's a good point. Well, what do you guys think? Burn it and oil it? Maybe just give it some oil? Or just leave it like that? Technically, it's not going to be exposed to the elements. There'll be a dome over this, so it should be pretty dry down there. What would you guys do? Leave that down below. I think every part of this has gone just a little bit smoother than the last build, wouldn't you say?
It definitely helps to have experience.
I think your bag work is just absolutely phenomenal. Going from the cistern to the root cellar and even to this, I mean...
Yeah, each time has gotten better.
Each time has gotten better. It's amazing.
And faster.
And my work here with the flooring, I think it's looking a lot better than the last time as well. So I guess practice makes perfect, right? I guess when building, you want to try and get as close to perfect as you can right away. Sometimes it doesn't quite happen that way. You just want to make sure you don't get any catastrophic mistakes. But I think this is looking real good. I think we're going to have a floor on this in no time, and then we'll be ready for that dome. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. We'll catch you on the next video.